It actually, by notes, it's got actually every word I'm going to say, including my name is on Fernandez, and it's an honor to share a few words about my friend. First of all, on behalf of Judy and Jorge's family, I want to thank all of you for coming to celebrate Jorge's life. I know a lot of you came a long distance, and I can tell you it's appreciated. It's amazing to look out and see so many people that Jorge touched in some way. Javi and Carmen, look around. These are the people that love Jorge. Jorge would have hated all this attention. Or at least he would have said he hated it. But I know he's up there smiling as he looks down. Unless, of course, Real Madrid's playing, in which case we'll ask somebody to DVR this and I'll catch you later. Let's just hope that Real Madrid is winning so that he has to like it. Make no mistake, Jorge has been in heaven for 6 days now. And in that time, I'm sure he's found several inefficiencies in how they do things. And 6 days in is more than enough time for Jorge to be demanding results. My heart is heavy this week, but seeing Jorge and Judy's family and friends come together in the face of this tragedy has lifted me up. And is a welcome reminder of the strength that our loved ones give us. It takes a village these days. And this is quite a village. Judy, my heart aches for you. You are a soft-spoken woman, but there is more strength in that little exterior than I could ever hope to have. I'm beyond impressed by your courage. Jorge was incredibly generous and selfless. He put others first always. Jorge would want us to be happy. His life was too short, but he lived it fully. It's been therapeutic to talk to so many of you about our friend. We've shared stories, we've shared some laughs, and we've shared some tears. And that last part is something that I know Jorge would like for us to minimize. He would want us to celebrate. In these conversations, a couple of themes kept coming up. The first is what a unique person he was. I was in awe of the way he effortlessly succeeded in so many aspects of his life. In business, I've seen him climb the corporate ladder, taking 2 steps at a time. He got an Ohio-based company to open an Atlanta office right by his house because he hated the winters up there. No joke, I threw him a going-away party. Some of you were there. And then 6 months later, I threw him a welcome home party. I saw him build a business from scratch. Jorge was able to engage in conversations with CEOs, blue collar, no collar, black, white, orange, green. It didn't matter to him. Jorge had a way of connecting with anyone. He could speak high-level nerd talk to one person and then totally just settle into some BS with the next. As a friend, he was loyal, humble, had a way of making you feel as if no time had passed, no matter how long it had been. As a husband and father, he was devoted, loving, protective, and fun. I'll never forget the way he could fill the room and his ability to make everyone smile. The second was just, frankly, how smart he was. Jorge could speak and carry his weight on just about any subject. Whether or not it was always truth. I first realized how smart he was back in college. It wasn't the 1.8 GPA he got in fall of 1995. But it was the times we played team trivia. It just kind of started back then. A team I will respectfully just call the Long Shots. Jorge single-handedly carried that team. Has anybody ever watched Jeopardy with him? I'll take what's something that's not fun for $500. He had the curiosity of a child and never stopped reading and learning. Number 3 was how fashion-forward he was. No one can make a ripped green polo, shorts, and soccer flip-flops look good like Jorge. No one. I mean, was he a trendsetter? Maybe not. But people in my office wear crazy socks that don't match their suits. Jorge's been doing that for decades. And finally, how deeply missed he'll be. Jorge took pride in his friend's successes. He was a son that called his mother. He was a father that kissed his children goodnight and took the ouchies away. He was a husband that boasted about his wife and cooked dinner for him. He wasn't perfect, none of us are, but he was uniquely Jorge always. In his short time on earth, he made an impact on all of us. I'm better for having known him. Last night as my wife was watching me struggle writing this, she tried to come up with the best way to describe our friendship, my friendship with Jorge. As I mentioned, Jorge was kind of a hip dude, and Katie is kind of a hip gal. So naturally, like all hip folks, she Googled something along the lines of how to describe a friendship in a cool way. After a bit, she had this excited look on her face, and she tells me that Jorge was a ride or die guy. A ride or die guy is defined by Urban Dictionary as someone you will be buddies with no matter what, through it all, the good and bad. That's Jorge. There was nothing he wouldn't do for me and my family. I mean, I think that saying comes from something silly like Donald Louise or something, but whatever, it's still cool. You probably feel the same way, but you gotta come up with your own name. The hole in my heart will never fully heal. Jorge is irreplaceable. But I hope to fill it bit by bit with stories we'll share about the man that he was. I hope to fill it watching his kids grow up. I'm comforted when I look at this amazing village. I find comfort in Judy's strength. And I'm comforted by the knowledge that he is still watching my back, but just from a better vantage point. And you should be too. Can you think of a better guardian angel that we can have? Rest in peace, Lord.
Those great words. First, I want to thank you for asking me to say a few words. It's important to me. That's what we did. This is probably the easiest speech I've ever written in my life. I'm nervous to get through. So please bear with me. Brilliant, with an enormous heart, and the best friend of those he loved. Those are the words I use. Describe Jorge. Jorge and I met in the fall of 1995 at Georgia Tech, more than 20 years ago. He was rushing our fraternity, and I instantly knew he was someone that I would be close with. He was bright and witty. He was wise and worldly beyond his years, because by the age of 19, he had been in more places and lived in more places than most who could ever travel to in a lifetime. By contrast, the 2 hours in Atlanta my entire life. He knew a lot of things, but he never felt the need to prove it. Jorge was fearless, direct, and often politically incorrect. I never knew exactly what was going to come out of Jorge's mouth. And sometimes it made me cringe, but it always made me laugh. And we love that about him. Yes, I knew quickly that he was going to be someone that I wanted in my life. I, along with others at Georgia Tech, petitioned to join the Sigma Tech fraternity, became my little brother in the fraternity. But during those carefree years at Georgia Tech, he became way more than my little brother in the fraternity. He became my real brother. It's amazing the bonds that developed in those years. We shared experience of a spur moment road trip, or getting in trouble rather than studying, because I also had a 1.8. We're simply hanging out on a Wednesday night listening to music. After college in 1998, my wife and Penny moved to Connecticut before he made it a point to come see us. I recall one time when he and another friend, Chris Denny, made the trip via train. Gordy and Chris had a few too many in the bar car, missed their stop, and ended up in a different state. Later, they were woken up by the road by the police, but he made it, and that's the kind of friend he was. Penny and I ultimately made it back to Atlanta to be closer to family and friends, including Jorge. Returning closer to him made it kind of cheesy. Shortly after we returned to Atlanta, Jorge ran into a little bit of a rough patch, and he left Bell South in 2002, and I helped him get a job. to stay in touch with all of us. Because for him, it wasn't a job, it was just who he was. I was always amazed at how well he did in staying in touch with all of us. And I admired it. And I wish that I had more of that within me. And people gravitated towards Jorge. And I think he had so many close friends because he was always someone you could count on. I knew without a shadow of a doubt that if I ever ran into trouble, he would be doing big for me and my family. And he would go to the ends of the earth to make it happen. Yes, huge heart for those he cared for. And I know a lot of people would say the same thing about him that are here today. It's just his nature. Over the years, we've both grown up. He's blessed a very fantastic women and had beautiful children. I'm so happy Jorge met Judy. What a great person and so strong and sweet. I'm so proud of you. Penny and the kids and I were lucky enough to take several vacation trips with Jorge and his family. And looking back at the pictures this week, as I'm sure we all did, what struck me was in the pictures he was always playing with kids, holding kids. He was such a great dad, fun dad, Todd and Carmen. He was Uncle Jorge and my kids. Jorge was my daughter, Addie's godfather, and husband Hunter to become Carmen's. I'm sure everyone has come through various stages of loss this week. I'm amazed at the emotions that I've gone through and you cycle through them. And I hope to move on to this acceptance phase, whatever that is. I'm not quite there yet. But for me to do that, I'll always remember the great things Jorge and I had together over the years. Simply hang out with Jorge, whether he was 19 or 39, really didn't ever change. Always remember shared love of music. Jorge loved music. He used to text me pictures all the time, constantly of concerts that he'd go to, which was a lot. Steve Winwood at SCB, Boy George last year. He constantly texted me pictures of his TV screen as he's watching the Blue Isle of the Light or Led Zeppelin, which we both loved. He'd snap photo readouts of the car radio of a song that he knew I'd like, and he would text me cryptic lyrics from the song he was listening to, and I would push reply by the next one. I think he did this just because he was thinking of me and wanted to make